Why Nike doesn't want Novak Djokovic. In the exciting world of tennis, Nike has endorsed famous players like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. However, one big name is missing from their list: Novak Djokovic, one of the best in the game known for breaking records. As Djokovic blazes a trail of triumphs and collaborations with other brands, the burning question remains: why hasn't Nike welcomed him into their fold? Let's find out more about this intriguing story and why Djokovic is not part of the Nike team. Novak Djokovic, a tennis legend with 94 ATP championships and 23 Grand Slam singles titles, stands out as one of the world's greatest players. Despite facing setbacks due to his vaccination status, Djokovic has showcased unparalleled success in recent years, securing 3 major titles in 2021, the Wimbledon Open in 2022, and 2 major titles in 2023 so far. Throughout his journey to greatness, Djokovic has been accompanied by renowned brands in the world of sports equipment and clothing, forming partnerships that have defined his career milestones. His first breakthrough came in 2006 when he clinched his maiden ATP title on the clay of Amersfoort in the Netherlands, wearing Adidas kits and using Wilson rackets and bags. By the end of that year, he soared to the 16th spot in the world rankings. In 2008, Djokovic achieved another significant milestone by claiming his first Grand Slam victory at the Australian Open. His partnership with Adidas and Wilson continued as he etched his name alongside illustrious players like Roger Federer, Lleyton Hewitt, and David Ferrer. In 2009, he bound himself to the Piedmontese brand Sergio Tacchini, with whom he continued to achieve success for 2 years. However, it was in 2011 that the real turning point arrived. 2011 was the year when Djokovic triumphed at Wimbledon for the first time, defeating Rafael Nadal in the final. This victory catapulted him to the #1 spot in the world rankings, solidifying his position as a force to be reckoned with in the tennis world. In 2012, Djokovic parted ways with Sergio Tacchini and joined hands with Uniqlo, becoming the face of the Japanese brand on and off the court. This collaboration marked a crucial step for Uniqlo in expanding its global presence. Over the next 5 years, Djokovic's consistency and popularity continued to soar, captivating tennis fans worldwide. In May 2017, Djokovic embarked on a new chapter with Lacoste, becoming his most recent major sponsor. One name surprisingly missing from Novak Djokovic's long list of sponsors is sports apparel giant Nike. The reason behind this intriguing omission was recently revealed by none other than Nike's former long-term tennis director, Mike Nakajima. Nakajima, who played a pivotal role in signing tennis icons Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal for Nike, shared his insights on Djokovic's marketability. According to him, there's a lingering dark cloud hanging over Djokovic, and interestingly, he believes that the cause of this is none other than Djokovic himself. While Federer has always been celebrated for his exceptional marketability, Nakajima pointed out that Djokovic's path has been somewhat different. He acknowledged Djokovic's unparalleled success as a 23-time Grand Slam champion and even suggested that he could become the most accomplished tennis player of all time. However, Nakajima emphasized that the Serbian player's brand image might never attain the same universal appeal as Federer and Nadal. He could well be the most successful tennis player ever, but there's always a dark cloud around him. It's like he brings it upon himself, Nakajima remarked, as he revealed in the book The Roger Federer Effect, co-authored by Simon Chambers and Simon Graf. The former Nike tennis head highlighted the specific instances that contributed to Djokovic's controversial image, notably the 2020 US Open incident, where Djokovic's frustration led to accidentally injuring a lineswoman, and his involvement in the coronavirus vaccination-related row were cited as examples. For brands, Nakajima stated that they would naturally prefer to associate themselves with players who maintain a clean image and stay away from controversy, leading to Nike's decision not to partner with Djokovic. Nakajima was quoted as saying, "He hits the lineswoman at the US Open and gets disqualified? It happens, I guess, but why does it always happen to Novak? Or the whole controversy about the COVID-19 vaccination? Now, as a brand, do I want to be behind someone who always has controversy around him? Or do I want to go with an athlete with a squeaky clean image?" In the list of the world's most marketable athletes of 2022, published by Sports Pro, Djokovic found himself in 46th place. That was well below Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, Emma Raducanu, Federer, and Nadal. Nakajima praised Nadal for his unique approach to endorsements, stating that the Spanish great has never been driven by the desire to be the highest-paid endorser. Instead, being Rafa has been enough to captivate audiences and secure lucrative partnerships. The former Nike director commended Nadal's authenticity and undeniable success, suggesting that he doesn't need extravagant deals to cement his position as one of the sport's most revered figures. On the other hand, Federer's path to endorsement triumph has been meticulously orchestrated. He has actively pursued marketing opportunities and appealed to a diverse range of brands, audiences, and consumer groups. Nakajima applauded Federer's management team for their exceptional work in presenting the Swiss legend as an iconic and believable figure. Nakajima stated, "Roger wanted to be marketed, so he appealed to different brands, audiences, and consumer groups, and his management company's done an amazing job. He's able to appeal to any audience, and people believe that he's saying the truth, whatever Roger pitches. He's that believable." This is reflected in Federer's impressive financial standing, even during periods of limited play. In 2022, despite participating in fewer tennis events, Federer ranked significantly above Nadal and Djokovic on the list of the world's highest-paid athletes. His off-court earnings during that time amassed a staggering $90 million. Nakajima's statement about the controversial nature of Djokovic may not necessarily be the true reason why Nike didn't sign him. It appears that his response contradicts Nike's past practices, as the company has indeed partnered with some of the most controversial players in tennis history before. One notable case is that of Marcelo Rios, who was famously labeled the most hated man in tennis by Sports Illustrated. Despite his polarizing image and perceived lack of respect for fellow players, Nike saw potential in Rios and made a bold move to sign him from Adidas at Wimbledon in 1997. Nakajima, who later referred to Rios as one of my all-time favorite athletes, explained their decision by stating, "When we consider an athlete, we're not looking at guys who are vanilla, plain. We're always looking for players who can win Grand Slams. Rios was. He fit our mold." Despite Rios' controversial reputation, Nike stood firmly behind him, supporting and sponsoring the Chilean wizard. Their faith was rewarded when Rios claimed victory at the Miami Open, elevating him to the world's #1 ranking and securing substantial bonuses from Nike and Yonex. While Nakajima had pointed to Djokovic's controversies as a potential deterrent, their past alliance with Rios demonstrates a willingness to back athletes with unique personalities and even polarizing public images. Another example is Nike's association with the legendary John McEnroe, often dubbed the Super Brat for his notorious on-court behavior in the mid-1980s. Despite McEnroe's troublemaker reputation and his disrespectful antics on the court, Nike remained steadfast in their support, fully sponsoring him during that time. McEnroe sported Nike shoes, shorts, and polos, and interestingly, he continues to be contracted with Nike to this day. The Super Brat persona led to significant backlash, even causing actor Charlton Heston, a devoted tennis enthusiast, to publicly announce his departure from the sport due to McEnroe's perceived disrespect towards the game. Despite such reactions, there is no documentation suggesting that Nike or Nakajima, during his tenure with the company, had reservations about standing behind a player like McEnroe, who always courted controversy. But now Nakajima, no longer employed with the athletic attire and shoe company, is seemingly bending his beliefs to benefit Federer's image while concurrently joining the anti-Djokovic establishment alliance. One major possible reason behind Nike's decision not to sign Novak Djokovic is most likely rooted in their marketing strategy rather than any concerns about the Serbian's controversial nature. Nike's endorsement decisions are meticulously evaluated, considering various factors such as market presence, regional opportunities, and the global appeal of potential athletes. The company's evaluation took regional factors into consideration, especially in Serbia, where Nike's market presence was not well established. In contrast, Spain presented a massive opportunity for Nike due to Rafael Nadal's immense following in the country. Switzerland, while not a significant market for Nike, became an exception as Roger Federer's profound influence paved the way for his endorsement deal. Nakajima emphasized that the choice to stick with Federer and Nadal as global icons was not personal against Djokovic. He acknowledged Djokovic's successful partnerships with other brands like Lacoste, Uniqlo, and Adidas, suggesting that Djokovic might not have desired a Nike deal in the first place. In Nakajima's own words, "So nothing personal to Novak, and maybe he didn't want to be with Nike anyway because he certainly got treated well by Lacoste, Uniqlo, and Adidas before that. But, at the end of the day, that's the decision you make as a group, and we stand by it." While Nike might not have partnered with Djokovic, their history of impressive signings in the world of tennis is undeniable. One of their biggest, most iconic signings has been none other than Serena Williams. She started with Puma, but Nike came in, and their partnership has been a game-changer. Serena's outfits have been super inspiring, from denim to catsuits and even superhero-themed attire. And beyond the court, their collaboration is all about empowering women. Next, we've got Pete Sampras, who started his career with Sergio Tacchini, winning his first 4 majors with them. But in 1994, he switched to Nike and made a grand entrance by winning Wimbledon in style. Nike stuck with him through the years, and he went on to break the men's slam singles title record, securing the 13th major victory at Wimbledon in 2000. Simona Halep's journey with Nike is also quite remarkable. After parting ways with Adidas, she started 2018 without a clothing sponsor. But that didn't stop her from making a splash on the court. Soon after, Nike came on board and was there to witness her first Grand Slam victory at the French Open. Now, let's talk about Sloane Stephens. She was quite the star for Under Armour before joining Team Nike in 2018. Her surprise triumph at the 2017 US Open put her in the spotlight, and Nike was there to support her as she continued to shine, securing a win at the Miami Open. And how about Jim Courier? Before 1993, he was rocking Diadora, but then he switched to Nike and things really took off for him. He defended his Australian Open title and reached 2 more major finals while proudly supporting the iconic Nike logo. What do you think of Nike's decision not to collaborate with Novak Djokovic? Let us know in the comment section. That'll be all for today's video. Thanks for staying tuned. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can always get to watch more amazing videos like this. See you in the next video.